Alright, hey guys, so I wanted to do a new Jeep tour. If you follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, you have seen that I bought a new 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and we still have, me, still have the white one right here. So I picked up a black one in the same package, but the only difference is that it is a 2019, and so I wanted to kind of do a comparison video and show you guys things that I have noticed in the same altitude package that are different in the 2019. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out and show you guys around the vehicle, around the outside, and then I'll get inside, crank it up, and show you guys the inside. So let's go ahead and do that and see what we got here. So this is the white one I had that I already did a video on, so I'll go ahead and link that down below if you want to see that. And let me flip this around and show you guys the outside. Right, so this is the 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude with the black on black package. So it's just the same thing. It's got all the black body features with the black 20-inch rims. It's got the blacked out logos. I did get the windows tinted, so those are not factory. Well, the back ones are, but the front ones I got tinted. And so it's all the same as the white one. And yeah, so as you can see, the black looks really sleek. It's crazy how the black looks like a completely different vehicle than the white one. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside and see what is different. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. The first thing that you'll notice is the screen. This screen is flush onto the dash rather than in the 2018s. The screen is more inverted and there's almost like a casing around the screen. So this is the same 8.4 Uconnect radio. Everything else is pretty much the same. You have the dual air controls, you have the on-off motor start at the red lights when you put your foot on the brake, park assist, you have the eco, sport, traction, all of that is exactly the same. Everything else appears the same, except if you guys have watched my white 2018 video, I have a sunroof. The sunroof is now pretty difficult to get in the 2019 altitudes. It's more rare than it was in the 2018s. It has the same suede and leather insert seats, so all of this is the same. And this one also does not have the same upgraded sound system. So let me go ahead and crank it on for you guys. You do the same. It's the same foot on the brake, of course. The dash up here is the same. I have 587 miles. I believe I bought it with like 100 on it. And so, yeah, let me go ahead and turn this volume off. And you can tell my dad was driving because he's got my radio all messed up. So it does have Sirius XM. It has the same media connect, Bluetooth connect. You can control your climate on the dash within your apps. Of course, you have the same driver's heated steering wheel. You can pull up the backup camera at any time so that you can see what's behind you. And that is a new function with this, is I do have on the mirrors, I have the blind spot monitor, as well as when I was backing up in the white one, when you get close to an object like this, it will censor that object. It'll go beep, 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 beep. But now with the blind spot assist, when I'm backing up and if there's a vehicle driving past me, it will show and make a different beep than the backing up beep to warn you that there is a vehicle in there. So you can pull up the backup camera at any time, vehicle guide, assist, Wi-Fi, SOS, and then of course there's settings, audio, all of that. So the audio does not have the upgraded amplifier and bass package that I had with the subwoofer in the white one, and I still have, because I have the white one still. But I'm just letting you guys know what is a big difference, and these MSRPs are comparable. There's about a $300 difference in the MSRPs, so I wanted to let you guys know that for the 2018s you're getting a bigger bang for your buck. You have the heated seat controls, backup camera settings, navigation, which I don't use often, but you can set up your home, your work, map, where to. I have found that this is a little not accurate, because when I was trying to go to Jacksonville, which is about 2.5 hours away from me, it was projecting me about a 6-hour drive, so that was interesting. And then of course you can connect your phone and do your contacts, recent, keypad, all of that, so that you're able to check your messages. And it has Carplay, so you can still hook up Carplay when you plug your phone in down here to the connectivity, you can still do the Apple iPhone CarPlay where it mirrors your screen onto the phone, which is great. Everything else on the steering wheel is the same, as you can see. So the biggest differences were definitely that you lose the sunroof and you lose the upgraded sound system. You have your second row of seats, which of course I have them laid back because I prefer when people get into them that they're a little bit more comfortable. Your second row of seats is, look at that makeup handprint, amazing. Is just your typical row of seats. You have cup holders. You do have dual air controls on the back of your console and everything like that. You also still have the trunk where it is the power lift gate. So you'll see that open, and there's your power lift gate. And of course you can always close it from here, and then it will release the trunk and close it back. So that is amazing. You still have the gas tank where you push it, and it has no cap, of course, so you push this to open your gas tank, and there's no cap to open that. Everything is the same up here, of course. Everything is the same here. This is your blinker, controls to your wipers, and all of that jazz. Yeah, so this is pretty much everything that is different in the 2019. So you do get a couple different things. Let me put that back. Hold on, let me flip it. So yeah, in the 2019s, for the same MSRP minus a couple $100, I'm missing the sunroof and the upgraded sound system, which had the amplifier and the subwoofer within the vehicle. I wouldn't say that you really notice that within the sound of the vehicle. It is a little bit more crisp in the 2018. But the sunroof, I don't mind missing the sunroof because to me, I never really used it. It wasn't a necessity. It wasn't anything I need. The only reason I went and got a 2019 was because I wanted a black and a white. So I have the white altitude and the black altitude package. And I would also like to reiterate in this video that I purchased all of these vehicles myself. They are mine. They're in my name. I pay the monthly payment. I get a lot of comments on my neighbor is coming out. I didn't want to show them. I get a lot of comments on my white Jeep video that are assuming I'm given these vehicles by my parents, or somehow I'm lucky enough to receive vehicles. I'm not sure, but I just want to reiterate, I do pay for these. They are my vehicles. I take care of them, minus the washing. My dad enjoys washing the vehicles, so he does wash them for me and detail them and everything like that. But other than that, I put gas in them, I pay insurance, I pay the monthly payment. So I just wanted to reiterate that because a couple people were a little confused on that situation. So again, you still have the V6 in this. You still have the on-off start, stop, whatever you want to call it. The remote, the key is still, you still have remote start. You still can open your trunk, so if you push this twice, the vehicle will start by itself, which is all the same from the 2018 in the altitude package. I just wanted to take the time to point out the differences that I noticed right off the bat in the price. And the reason this is, to let you guys know, is they came out with the Jeep X for 2019, which is basically like they took the SRT and lowered the price. So it has the body kit like the SRT. It has, I look crazy because I'm sitting here filming myself and all my neighbors are staring at me. The Jeep X looks like the SRT, has the body kit like the SRT. I believe it has the V8. Don't quote me on that. But you jump up almost $8,000 in MSRP, and with the X is where you're starting to see the sunroof, the upgraded sound system, and all of that. So they came out with, so when I bought my 2018, it used to be the Laredo E, the Altitude, High Altitude, Limited, SRT, Trackhawk, I believe is the order. Now they have the Laredo E, the Upland, which is like the Altitude, but it doesn't have the leather or suede insert seats. It's a little bit lower than the Altitude. So if you like the black interior and wheels and upgraded packages, you can now get that on the Upland for cheaper than the Altitude. So they threw that package in. Then it goes to the Altitude, High Altitude, Jeep X, which is now the medium between the Altitude and the SRT with the same look, the really sporty. It has the vents on the hood now like the SRT. It's got the full body kit like the SRT. It's really nice. So I wanted to do this video to let you guys know that they came out with 2 new in-between body styles, but because they did that, you're going to be losing certain things in certain packages, because now they have to make people want that X. So to make them want that X, they have to take something from the Altitude and put it in the X, so that people are going to be spending more money. So again, to note the difference is that, and I know people say I talk a lot in my videos, but I wanted to educate you guys on why there is a difference in the 2019 Altitudes. You can still get the sunroof in the Altitude. You can still get the sound system in the Altitude. It's more rare and it's more expensive now. I paid the same price for this black Jeep that I paid for my white Jeep, lacking those 2 items. So keep that in mind. And now the Jeep X being almost $8,000 more a month, when I went in there with the same credit score, same APR, same lease. What is on my shirt? Look at this piece of fuzz. Okay. The X is almost $150 more per month because of that $8,000 MSRP increase. On a lease. I lease. Both of these vehicles are both leases in my name. And, that's how much it was, because I went in to look at the X. I went in to see what the difference was, to research it, because I had seen it online. I'd seen the Upland. I wanted to know what the difference was, and that's really the difference, is that they created like medium packages, like packages for those who really want the SRT, but it's out of their price range, can now get the X. Those who really want the Altitude, but it's out of their price range, can now get the Upland. So they're both like really good options, but if you're looking into buying a 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee, definitely research the packages and see what is right for you, because there's little differences when it's in each one that you see within the MSRP, if that makes sense. So the only reason I did this video is to kind of educate you guys on the new Altitude compared to the old Altitude. I love both of them equally. I don't find the sunroof necessary, so if that's something you're not looking for, then the Altitude is still amazing. I love the new upgraded radio, because if you guys know me, you know I normally have really long acrylics, and so this is easy to navigate, which of course for everybody that's not a thing. For me, that's like a big thing. I'm like, oh, I can touch the screen without using my knuckle. I love this vehicle. It is the great vehicle. Insurance isn't too high on it. Of course, with a lease, I pay a little bit more, but if you're financing, it's in your budget. Definitely just research. If you want the Altitude and you're like, oh my gosh, that $39,000, $40,000, $41,000 price range is too expensive, they now have the Uplands for like $33,000, $34,000, $35,000. If you really love the SRT and you're like, oh my gosh, that's $80,000, they now have the X, which is about $48,000, $49,000, $50,000. So definitely do your research. Put your time into seeing what is worth it for you. And yeah, did my dad close the garage while I'm sitting here? Oh, okay, no, it's open. I thought it looked closed, and I was like, how rude. You do also have that, by the way. You have the garage connectors here, so if I push this, the garage door will close. But yeah, so it's still a great vehicle. It is still, I'm just sitting here hanging out my driveway looking crazy right now. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the differences between the 2018 and 2019. So if you guys want a more in-depth video of me walking around both of them, showing you inside both of them, rather than you having to click on this and click on the 18 video I did, if you want me to like put them side by side, open them up, walk around, do a more in-depth video, just comment that down below and I will be happy to do that for you within the next week. Because that's super easy. I can pull them into parking spaces and show you really in depth what I'm talking about. But other than that, I would say it's apples to oranges. I would say that they're both great, but they added 2 new body styles and they've added new colors too. Check out the new colors. They have the new like Sting Gray or something like that, and it's so cool. It's like a green gray. So check those out. Let me know if you guys want that video of more in depth of me showing you the inside of this one as well as the inside of this one side by side. I can do literally a like spot the difference video for you guys. So let me know what you want. I just wanted to talk to you guys and show you the difference and what I noticed in the vehicles and what I noticed with the packages. And I know I'm rambling now, so I'm going to let you guys go, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend and a great week, and remember to stay positive. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you guys. See you next time.